Good morning. The case I have chosen to explain an effective way to deal with a communication crisis is the one of Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova is a Russian professional tennis player who has won 5 Grand Slam competitions and has been 21 weeks in the top of the WTA classification. As it's a person and not an organization, I think that it could be interesting analyzing how she dealt with the communication crisis she had to face last year in 2016. The sources I have used for that are the Maria Sharapova webpage and the Hollywood Public Relations Agency. The crisis started when Sharapova failed a drug test. She had taken a forbidden medicament called meldonium for the Australian Open in January, and she knew that the information could lead her to problems. Her public image would get worse, media would follow her to every place, and any sponsor didn't want to collaborate with her. That's, according to Robert and Verpo, the characteristics of a communication crisis. Loss of confidence on that person in this case, exhaustive investigation by the mass media, and uncertainty with clients. Consequently, Maria was facing a honesty crisis caused by subjective events, which are, in this case, her own decision of doping. So, before the results were out, she decided to face the crisis and she announced that she was giving a press conference the 7th March in Los Angeles, instead of waiting to the International Tennis Federation to announce the results and against the advice of the lawyers. The information she had to give was precise, discreet, and transparent, and she had to show honesty and responsibility. And that's what she did. Sharapova herself gave the press conference, where she admitted having taken the drug through a detailed account of her situation. Moreover, she apologized to all her followers and to the tennis authorities and said she would accept any punishment she was being given. Therefore, the strategy she used for facing the crisis was the confession, rather than letting it pass. The strategy had very positive value, because what could be expected didn't happen. Sponsors suspended the relations until the investigations were complete, but afterwards they returned and Sharapova even gained another sponsor, the racket manufacturer HEP. Media talked about her during a week, but then they forgot about it. And the 4-year suspension that authorities wanted for her reduced to only 15 months. So, the conclusion is that Sharapova got the right solution to her problem thanks to communication crisis management practices, and that some people think it could even be used as a lesson at university, calling it the Sharapova response. Thank you very much, bye!